young people can network with
I'll
you
try
on
as
that
much as
very day
possible to
of the
come.
event too
I'll
as
try.
well.
Let me ask you this. You are putting all of these programs together. You have a vision.
Yeah.
How do you want to see these people that you are mentoring, these people that you are talking to, these people that you are inviting guests to come in and talk to? How do you want to see them become? What do you want to see of them? Why are you organizing these programs?
Right. So I want to see every female doing best for
And I'll ask
themselves
you the
out
same
there.
question.
Okay.
I want to see every female, every young person doing well out there. You know, a lot of young people are very potential. They have a lot of strength, a lot of you know, skills out there. But how to identify their fit is something challenging. Even me, for instance, today a lot of young women see me and they are like, "You are my role model." I look at how portable I am, and I'm like, I've been able to inspire others to be like, to pick up roles, leadership roles, to pick up innovative ideas, to say, yes, Alice has done it. I equally want to do it. I don't want to be the only person within this space. I mean, there are a lot of women out there that needs the same opportunity to do what I am doing and even do it bigger, to be able to impact. The impact, I feel the impact is so limited. One or two people cannot what impact together. Together we can stand tall to create a lot of impact in the country. So basically this is what I am looking at, and together with the organization we are looking at mentoring a lot of females, a lot of young people out there to join hands together for us to create this impact.
Gifty, let me ask you the same question. You have a touching story to tell. You have the inspiration. You've gotten into the space of helping young people, talking to your colleagues, for them to become who?
Okay. Basically, for them to become who they want to become.
Right.
And who they want to become has to start from somewhere. And we believe we're the best people, or there's like Alice Accord is the best place where they can start to, you know, becoming who they really want to become. I say we want to see them become who they want to become because every individual has a picture or where they want to get to. So I can't really tell who or what exactly someone wants to become. But then there's a way we can go about it to help the person become who they want to become. Especially if you take women, for instance. I mean, day in, day out, we hear of the fights, the struggles, women wanting to be heard, women wanting to be out there at the public space and leadership, at the workplace. Women want to be all around. Women feel that they have been dominated by the men. And so it's about time they also come out.
But is it a pepperdem kind of action? Or?
This whole patriarchal system, something, I think it's a whole big topic on its own. And if we want to dive in, we won't finish today.
No, it's a question. It's a very harmless question.
It can get to a point where I may take
and
an
this is not an agenda anyway.
this
definitely is not. But it's a very harmless one.
But basically, I think we want to see more of women out there being themselves, being who they want to be.
Right.
And so we are just doing the mentorship. Yes, we want to see women in STEM. When you talk about STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, it looks like these topics or these fields are reserved for males, are reserved for a particular set of people, and the masses, which is obviously the women, they don't get close because there's this mindset, there's this, like we've more like been brainwashed that women, it's not for them. And so it's about just 10% out of 100 that you see them there. Even there, it's not easy for them. And so if a woman says that this is where I want to be, but then it's not easy going through the processes and getting there, we feel that we are setting an avenue where it will help one woman to get to that place that she wants to get to. If other women wants to also be in tech space, wants to be like, I mean, whatever you want to be like, there are ways you are creating the platform for you to just get there.
Let me ask you the final question. You are the visioneer, if I can put it that way. But 5 years, and your celebration is being marked on Saturday, the very first day of November 2025, at the British Council. What time is it?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. So anyone who wants to participate should be there by 8:45 thereabout.
Right.
That's 5 years of progress that you've spoken about. What's the next 5 years plan for you? What's the next vision moving ahead? What's your plan? Maybe I think let me start that with you, and because you are there, you can finish it up for me. Then I can close the session.
Okay. I think I've already even answered what is ahead of us in the next 5 years. So I would say that the past 5 years has been a season where we're planting, the season where we were, watering the seeds. And 5 years to come, we should be harvesting. We should see people that we have nurtured and mentored over the years coming into fruition. We should see them at a certain level. Maybe 5 years to come, we should have someone from Alice Stockward possibly taking your seat whilst you're up there.
Excellent.
Not like
I mean, we are interested in
You
employment,
understand.
growing people,
Exactly.
helping people up.
Exactly.
So it's always good to drag people
Yes,
along.
Yes. And so in 5 years to come, we should see people that we have mentored. She mentioned that our first cohort of women that we took them certain training, they'll be graduating this Saturday. And so 5 years to come, we should see them also climbing and even taking some of the leadership positions
Roles
where
that
they will
are
also be
available now.
enrolling new ones that will be coming. And so by then, Alice Stockward would have also become a very big institution.
Exactly.
Yeah, so 5 years to come, we should see more.
Alice,
Right.
tell
so-
me, 5 years. Next
That
5
was
years, next 10 years,
amazing.
what's the plan, what's the future?
Really, that was amazing. I mean, the future is bright, right? So we are looking at the commitment to Africa's future. We are the future. We are not voiceless. We are the voices of, Africa. And we are looking at how best we can commit to the change in Africa by, inclusiveness, including every female in this whole journey. If it is a STEM journey, however filled, wherever it is, and however everyone wants to find their feet in whichever space, we should be the number one vehicle that would support this whole journey of every young person. That is what we are looking out for as an organization in the coming years. We know this 5 years is just something as an achievement, but to us, it is still a milestone, all right. But we know there is more yet to come. There is a lot of, challenges, a lot of activities and things that are going to come within us, that we are going to set standard, that we need to change the lives of the youths and all that. So basically, we are looking at how best we can groom more young leaders into the STEM field and let them know that they should clear the perception that it isn't only about male growth, it is also about us. But then we are not saying that male isn't part of the journey as well. We would work hand in hand with them to achieve these goals. So we are looking out to grooming more ladies that in our absence, they would be the top-notch women that would equally be running this the STEM space. Thank you.
I think I have not enough, but I'm okay for now until Saturday when we'll see what exactly. Maybe I need to witness it myself and then meet some of the people that you are grooming and mentoring. I'm told that you're mentoring one of our staff, a child for one of our staff, and
Yes, please.
it's going very well. And he comments you guys very highly.
Very true.
He comments you very. I think Theophilus Akwe. I was trying to see the link. So is it his daughter?
Yeah, the
that you're
daughter.
mentoring?
Yes, please.
He comments you very, very, very highly. So you guys are doing a human's job. And so
Thank you.
if anybody wants to get in touch with you, if anybody wants to participate in any of your programs, maybe this coming Saturday or be on your platforms, how are they able to reach you? Again, from you, and then I can round up with this.
Okay, so I said social media, I think we're everywhere. Instagram, Alice Stockward. TikTok, Alice Stockward. LinkedIn, Alice Stockward. In fact, the name never changes.
Everything is Alice Stockward. So on social media platforms.
Even our website. Just www.alicestockward.org.
Yeah.
Yes.
But your phone number is not Alice Stockward.
No.
Right.
Let's use the social media.
Right.
Let's
They
use the
can
social
use
media.
they can use the social media on our website. The numbers are available, but I can equally mention that
Please
if you
go
want to
ahead.
support us in any ways, if you want to partner with us, if you want to collaborate with us in this whole growth journey, our doors are always open so far as it is all about impacts. So therefore, you can reach out on us on 024 20 10044. I take it again, 024 20 10044. Alice Stockward on all your social media handles. And thanks for the support, and thanks to Metro TV for this amazing opportunity and the support to us. Well, we do appreciate you.
Alice and Gifty, thank you very much. So Alice is, should I say the CEO? The founder, the CEO of Alice Stockward. Gifty is the national coordinator of Alice Stockward, and they are doing an amazing job mentoring people, and with a particular focus on young girls, right from junior high school through senior high school to the university. They are training and mentoring people, especially also in the science and technology space, environment space. And so we are happy to be with them. Saturday, their program is coming up. It's beginning at 9 a.m. You want to be part of it. It's happening at the British Council, 9 a.m. The ambassador of Switzerland to Ghana is going to be the keynote speaker. I'm sure it's an opportunity for you to network, to have some contacts, and to grow your personal portfolio. You want to join them. And so we'll end that conversation here. But coming up is a very big one. The Ken Ashigbe interview, the engineer, Dr. Ken Ashigbe interview. So in my introduction to that video, I laid emphasis on the doctor because we asked him a question in relation to that. I'll go for a quick break, but when I am back, you want to enjoy that interview. Stay right with Metro TV.
Manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
Oh, Jose, and I'm the Asamesio. Cannon Pano, Nasana, Mishia, Wademi. A drain I didn't quano. Kingdom Garlic Bitters.
No benefit him.
Me benefit wine. Also, what told dear?
Abrewa, the smile, Abrente, Mishuve. One antique crana wabre. No Kingdom Garlic Bitters, and any capsules. Nanya, what ya brebia.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters, and the capsules.
Assembia, you.
A devil when Amawani, I'd say. Send your name, wife, complain one personal. Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules, and tea. Say, see, and pass why.
Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. A many genius from Debefi, Abrebia. Or Babia or de Puahano. Edroba Kupa Wihiane Tremendous Capsules. Tremendous Capsules, yes, you ma your besima. Edno you when you be a baby at on Rubia. Kingdom Heber, no challenger.
Watching DSTV means getting the TV you love, but staying connected means getting something extra. Stunning. Extra matches, extra dramas, the best local and the world's biggest. Extra laughter, music, movies, and extra vim.
I love it.
Just stay connected or reconnect and get upgraded to the next higher package at no extra cost. Charlie, we got you. Keep watching. Get more with DSTV.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm
the second coming.
Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa, dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the block, she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. no matter why you got here. Everybody go beat that black here.
God, Kwame!
Send your God down for boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, simple direction. Mr. Goodluck no check me way.
Yeah,
man.
Easy car. Or dial star 712 hash.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
I'm his birthday.
Oh, how romantic.
And he followed the prompts, yes. And then boom, confirmation test.
One quick, pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like 7.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, baby, our family pay my seminar. Before December, may release a motivational album. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
So thank you very much for joining in. This is Metro TV. We are coming your way live from our makeshift studio here in a very important person in the affairs of the country. We are happy that he's allowed us in his office today. We'll spend some time with him and ask him a few questions. So if you're watching us, we are in the office of Engineer, Doctor, and for emphasis, Engineer Dr. Ken Ashigbe. He's a Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Chamber of Mines. He was Ghana Chamber of Telecoms. He was a media personality. He's our boss. All of us are learning.
I'm a board member of.
In fact, you are our boss currently.
Exactly.
You are our boss currently. So let's welcome him.
Thank you very much.
Engineer, thank you very much.
I'm very grateful to have you here. You know, and this is my home. You know. The conversation when it comes to Metro TV, it's not only today's Metro TV.
Yes,
of course. It was ancient of days when I was managing director of OMP as well.
Exactly.
You know, and all the things that we have learned. My initiation into TV, before I went to Multi TV to become Chief Operation Officer, was from Metro TV.
Yes.
Based on the work that we did as OMP with.
The Sports Academy and all of it.
But
great what's happening today? You are still somewhere in Metro TV.
Yes.
I mean, why are you not bringing it back?
So again, I think that all of those ideas are on the table. If you speak to the current MD, Vaughan.
Vaughan is also doing very well.
So Vaughan is those ideas and the issues around events and all of those things. So for me, for you who are watching Metro TV, I'm sure you're beginning to see some of the new changes that are coming in Metro TV. There's a lot more that is planned going forward in terms of a lot more below the line activations, things that would get you as an audience interested. It would help you as an audience to be able to live your life better. So keep watching Metro TV and there's a lot more in stock for you, our viewers.
I'm happy about that because just before we came on, you were talking about the course you're picking in AI.
Yeah.
And I have been speaking to people about the advent of AI and how technology will be taking over the space. Some people don't believe it will take over the space. But what do you think in that light?
Again,
maybe for TV as well.
Again, you know, we're classmates in my study of an MA in IT law.
Yes.
And I think we have one of the best lecturers who teaches that course.
Yeah.
Dr. Kweku Buedu. You know, he started doing AI in the 90s. You know, and I believe that AI is overhyped.
You believe it's overhyped?
Oh, I believe AI is overhyped. AI is not going to be like what electricity did to the world. You see, before electricity came, there are a lot of things, the new things you could do with electricity that you could not do before. with AI, what is AI is going to do? AI is definitely going to change the way we do things.
Yes.
But it is the same things that we're doing that we're going to do better.
With AI.
AI that we're going to do better.
So it's not going to replace.
No. So again, it would only replace those who decide that they are not going to prepare for that time. You know, because what is going to happen is that some of the things that the routine things that we do today are no more going to be done tomorrow. You're going to be able to get AI to be able to do that. And so we need to get to the point where we are masters of it and use it as a tool. But fundamentally, beyond the issues of mastering it as a tool, one of the things that we need to do is to go beyond just the utilization of AI. We need to get to the point where the mathematics that underpin AI, we need to start teaching that in our universities. We need to start getting to the point where we're getting our students, we're getting our practitioners to be co-creators of, you know, the AI and everything within digital tech, you know, and we need to start training a lot of these bots on data that is, you know, Ghanaian, so that we are able to use it to solve our problems. You know, the interesting thing for us in Ghana is that for us, we don't lack manpower.
Yeah.
We have a lot of
enough
manpower.
labor. Yeah.
Exactly. So we are not going to use AI to drive all those automations and things. We, you know, for those in the West, they don't have the numbers. We would have to find ways in which we utilize it to deal with the issues of you can't think about it that currently post-harvest losses sometimes are around 70%.
Yeah.
So how do you utilize AI to be able to improve the entire value chain of agriculture? How do we use AI to deal with some of the diseases that are diseases? You know, the issues around malaria, some of these tropical diseases.
So you don't believe that it will replace jobs. You believe it will rather enhance.
It will replace some jobs if we don't do anything about it.
Right.
There are some jobs that definitely are going to go away, but there are new jobs that are going to be created. And you know the interesting thing with technology, most of the times, the number of jobs that are created, have you thought about it? In the past, we had people who went to school and learned stenographer.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
They just
and
come back and
for them, they
all they do is typing.
Currently, that is gone. But there are new jobs that have been created. You know, if you look at the CV of people like my daughter, you know, who just finished Academic City, the things that they are planning to do, and so there are new.
It's mind-boggling.
Exactly. So there are new opportunities that are being created. What we need to do is to find ways in which we can help our people to be users and co-creators of this technology. Definitely, the days are coming where, you know, for mechanics, who, you know, we call the fitters, who've been doing fitting that particular old way, those jobs very soon are not going to be available. But we need to be able to get the new mechanics who will take the advent of AI
and
automation and technology and be able to repair, be able to create the new businesses. Kantanka, can we get some of our young people, take these technologies and find ways in which we produce vehicles that suit our purposes? Currently, we have the issues around Galamsey that is going on.
Yes.
Are we able to take the technology, for example,
yes,
and then find ways in which we use that to help in traceability? You know, so you're using AI, you're using the data in terms of where, you know, you are doing the extraction of your gold, to the extent that you know that if this gold comes from this place, you can trace it back to this area
to the point
to see where it was done, and be able to, you know, then trace all the way to whoever it's involved in it. So for me, I think AI is going to be a good tool, but we should not overhype it. We should not think it's not going to replace our thinking. It's still, we will still have to do some thinking, and we should use it as a tool. Let's not buy the hype.
How do you do this? We know you. You're a family man. You went to KNUST, did engineering. I mean, you came to Metro, you came to Joy, you are a CEO, you're a family man, you're going to school. How do you do all of this?
Well, again, so I think that
is it not too much for you?
Oh, I'm not too sure it's too much, but I think I need to concede that I'm sure the kids and my wife would complain.
Do they have your time?
You see, they might complain a bit, but I'm trying hard to find ways in which to be able to make, you know, I just don't think that that work-life balance thing. I'm not too sure.
It's not balanced.
You know, I'm not too sure. I'm not too
Engineer,
sure.
it is not.
I'm not too sure.
You are currently studying.
But I'm not too sure.
You are in the office. You are still studying.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure.
And we are also attacking you.
Yes,
we are on your neck all the time.
You see, that's another point.
So I'm not sure the family.
But I'm sure there's some prices to pay for that. And so what we need to do is to make sure that the time that we get to spend with the family is quality time. You know, and so that's what is what it is that we need to do. And then again, it is also about how you balance the things that you do. You know, how you find time. To tell you the truth, I have had to defer the AI course I'm doing with John Hopkins.
Yeah,
I thought I could start in October. I think initially it was August. I looked at it
and you
said,
you deferred to October.
I deferred to October.
And now
you know what? I've deferred it to January.
Wow.
You know, because coming into this job, you know, the Ghana Chamber of Mines, it's a whole new way of doing things,
it's
and you're
complex.
busy. It is complex. It's interesting. There's a lot more to be done, and so. In as much as this is something I was going to do online and all of that, I need to really get a hands on it and be able to...
And knowing you are not the type who wants to go through the process and get the certificate. I mean, knowing you want to be, you have your hands on. I mean,
the most important thing for me is the knowledge I would acquire. And so for me, that's so significant. When I went back to do the MA in IT law, and that's the point I used to make. And that's why I like the lecture. I think for me, in my whole life of learning, Kweku has been my best lecturer because he taught me to be a better person. He gave, you know, you could understand the things. Now, when I take a policy and I'm reading it, I'm tearing it apart, I know it, you know. So for me, I think that beyond the paper certificate is the skills that you are able to acquire. It's how you are also able to utilize it. So you see, my choice of IT law, for example, was because then I was CEO for the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications. Yeah, exactly. And you know, there's a lot of policy, a lot of law when it comes into that. And so I wanted to make sure that I was following it. So I took IT, which was the area in which I was, and then learned the law around it. And I think it gave me a lot of skills that I needed for my job. I started looking at this IT AI one again, and there was an AI component in what we did. I started looking at the AI one when I started seeing that even in mining, the revolution that AI and data is going to do to, and I thought it would be interesting to learn it from a strategy point of view, you know, to be able to help me, you know, as chief servant here, work together with my team, and also be able to, when I get some of the mining engineers, you know, talking AI in the mining field,
you will understand.
I would be able to contribute, not only just understand, be able to contribute sensibly.
I was going to go to GTech, but I don't know if you are comfortable.
I think
with
GTech, for me, GTech, let's leave the lawyers to deal with that conversation.
But how did you feel when you received the letter?
For me,
knowing you, the kind of person you are, and the way you get involved in studies.
Nobody can take my paper away from me and take anything away from me. So you would see this. We would deal with that issue of GTech very soon. Yes.
Why did you leave the telecoms industry?
Why did I leave? That's an interesting question. You know, the interesting thing is that the CEO was here, Mr. Connie, Suleiman Connie. You know, he was my friend. And I thought he was my colleague. I thought we were age mates. Nice man. You know, he's a handsome man.
Yes, I know.
I never thought he was over 60. You know, to the point where, you know, then I heard that Sule had retired. Very handsome man. You know, so, you know, in 2017, that's when we started the Ghana Coalition against pushing it. So I'm pretty sure that my bosses here had seen what I had done, and they thought that, well, maybe this was a natural fit. You know, it was really a big deal for
the
my
telecoms
bosses
industry
there as well, wanting to move. But then I also told Patricia, who was then the chairperson of the chamber, that, you know, I've done 8 years. You know, so, and, you know, I've done this for a while. I thought this was an exciting prospect as well. So it was not really leaving it. The interesting thing is, my umbilical cords are still there. Everywhere I've gone.
You are still with them.
Oh, I'm still with
you
them.
Are still with them.
But I thought that as for me, in terms of my call to national duty, this was an opportunity to continue to do this.
Especially in the area of the mining.
Exactly, in the mining area, to be able to advocate. Because, see, the members of the Chamber of Mines are interested in responsible mining. Exactly. They run a principle, the responsible mining principles. It's core to what they do. And so the whole issues around illegal mining and how to be able to change that, is something that
they are very much interested.
So I think that's the reason why when they came calling, I thought this was a good.
Before we come into that, your employment had coincided with the new government coming in and appointments being made, and I saw people congratulating you that President John Dramani Mahama has appointed. How did you feel about that?
Oh,
and
well,
did you have a hard time explaining yourself to people that this place is not political?
I think that for me, the pain for me in all of that is not for me my appointment. It is this whole rhetoric, the story that is being told, that when it comes to the issues of appointment of people to run this country, it has to be people who are partisan who have to do it. And it cannot be said so, that the brains that we have in this country are only in one political party. It cannot be said that some of us who don't belong to any party at all don't have a role to play when it comes to the issues about governance of this country, when it comes to the issues about contributing to our country. So for me, that was the biggest thing. But again, I needed to. So I think it was an article that, I think was even done in the BFT about the fact that the Telecoms Chamber and the Chamber of Mines, they are very private entities. They are not jobs that... And again, interestingly, even when I did a state-owned appointment, it was not politically, it was an appointment by the NMC. And
at
all
Graphic.
Exactly, at Graphic. All it needed was that it needed to be done, there's a word that they use, in consultation with the president. The fact that it is consultation with the president does not mean that... If you look at it, I think it's a case that's even been tried in court. It's basically just informing the president. When they tell you that the president has to do some activity in consultation with the people, it does not mean that the people can stop it. So if you look into the process by which the state-owned media are appointed, you would go to a very rigorous interview with how do you call it then, the NMC, and then after that the president is consulted. And I'm grateful to President John Evans Atta Mills, at who tenure I then became CEO for Graphic
Communications.
Exactly, and I also worked under President Anado as well, so far as that is concerned. So for me, it was important to put it out, and so it was done. But I think the fundamental thing is that as a country, we should not be thinking that the only people who would have to go into, offices to be able to help the government govern should be only partisan people. Those of us who don't belong to a party, there are contributions that we can make. Even those who belong to the other side, of the government have contributions to make. I can tell you for a fact that he went to St. Augustine's College, the best college in the whole world, Pakwesi Indum. He was one of the best ministers we had. He was not a member of the MPP. He was brought in and he did a good job. So for me, I think it's important that we encourage a lot more of that, and we should change that rhetoric. You don't need to belong to, the ruling class before you are appointed to a place. We should let meritocracy be the reason why you are appointed. But the fact, definitely, you need to be loyal to whoever is running the organization. But meritocracy should be it. The reason why we're where we are today as a country is because, most of those people who are appointed, the appointment is like a thank you. So by the time they are appointed, it's like they've done their work already. So they go and sit in there and really, their contribution is nowhere there. And we're missing out, really missing out of other people who might not belong to the ruling government. And even in the ruling government, if you don't belong to a particular faction,
it's also still difficult to get in.
Football is too much.
government's cocoa football.
Yeah,
or the country's
cocoa football. That's, if you don't belong in there. So whether it is, unfortunately for us, we've done both the NDC and the MPP. Even if it was
both of
exactly,
them, yes.
if it was Rollins, if it was not, you are not a Rollins man. Even in the NDC, if you are NDC and you are not within the Rollins camp, then it means you will not play in it. When Kufuor came, if you were not Kufuor, you will not play. Now we change, so that ought to change. And we need to get to the point where everybody who's a Ghanaian, once you're able to serve, once you're able to contribute, you should be brought in. And so we should, that for me was the pain when all of those things were said.
Let's do a bit of galamsey before we come to the Chamber of Mines itself. In the fight against illegal mining here in the country, do you get down on your motivation at times?
Unfortunately, I cannot. When I look at...
Do you feel discouraged sometimes?
Yes, that's several times. Unfortunately...
The deputy chief of staff had cause to, should I say attack you, for want of a better word. Were you, did it affect you?
No, that one, no. Because interestingly, the deputy chief of staff, when I was with him, working with him in multimedia, things like that, we experienced it. He knows it. And he knows me too well. That, they will come and they will say, those times myself, Stan, Komla, they will say, you are this particular party. Just, the politicians will do that. So for
Did you expect that from him?
Oh, well, he's my nephew. My nephew is my nephew. I have his back.
Yeah.
I still have his back.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's one.
But I mean emotionally.
Oh, no. I just thought that I needed to just set the record straight and tell people that I am not partisan at all. And the fact that, when Nanado started in 2017, I really wanted him to succeed. That was why we're fighting. We're fighting because we wanted him to succeed. And with this president as well, I want him to succeed. And so the things that we say, the things that we do, is because we want him to succeed. And you see, in this particular instance for us as a country, we have a window of about 2 years in this president tenure to be able to fix it. The current president, His Excellency John Mahama, is the best man to be able to solve this problem. He has been in power before.
Yes.
He knows how it works. Under his tenure, things didn't go well. He went back, sat back for 8 years, saw the way things also did not work under President Nanado. And now he has come. He does not need to run again. All he needs to do is to leave a legacy.
We have called it a legacy term.
Completely, it's a legacy term. He wants to be as big as Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. That's what he should be aspiring towards. And so for me, I think he's the best man to deal with this particular existential threat. The threat that faces us, Chief, it is so dire. We are being poisoned. Currently, what we are dealing with is not only the issue of mercury and heavy metals. Now there is the incidence of cyanide getting into the hands of Burkina Faso. And you see, the concentration of cyanide that you need to be able to do the processing of gold is lethal. That is why you need a permitted team, knowledgeable team at like the large-scale mines
to be able to handle
it, work under the EPA, work under strict regimes of the MENCOM to be able to do that. But now when you have situation in Amansia area where you have, Burkina Faso who are being arrested, who are involved in it, my plea currently talking to NIMOS, talking to the EPA, that there are areas in the Mansia area where it's been reported that the Galamseers are using cyanide. And we need to deal with that immediately. If those structures... Very serious. Those structures that they are talking about, if there is any spill and those waters go into any of those river bodies, it gets into any of those fish, somebody goes to pick any of those fish, that is death. It's going to be lethal. It leaks into those waters. It is going to be very, very lethal. So my plea to the EPA, to NIMOS, to His Excellency the President, is that we need to deal with it. So when I start dealing with the issues around illegal mining,
it is not partisan. It is not political.
No. It's not personal. I think that for me, it's a calling. Sometimes I stand behind myself, and when I start seeing somebody else talking, when I'm dealing with those issues, because I think something takes over me, because of the fact that I look at my children. Bubune, Edem, and Nuna. And I'm saying, what future are we going to leave for them? So all of us need to get involved, and we should get involved wanting the president to succeed, wanting the president to be able to deal with the politically exposed persons who are behind a lot of this.
You have accused some MCs.
Yes.
And some DCs.
Yes.
Some MMDCs. And you
Yes.
have called for them to be sacked.
Oh, immediately.
But that hasn't been done.
Unfortunately,
will President Mahama be able to fight against Galamsey?
I am praying that His Excellency does.
Will he be able to do it?
He should.
There are politically exposed persons as well.
He should. You know the reason why. We cannot expect the president where he's sitting to be able to deal with Galamsey.
Right.
He has to use people who are local. So Galamsey is a national problem, but it has local solutions.
Yes.
So the person who represents His Excellency the President in the district and the municipalities are the MCs and the DCs. So if the DC, with all the power that has been given to him, is not able to deal with the situation, then the first
and he is even complicit.
So the first one is that he's incompetent.
Yes.
So and because His Excellency has given them KPIs of that, he should dismiss them immediately. Then the next thing is that for me, the incompetence, it's, the next thing is complicity.
Yes.
So for complicity, the president, and I was just hearing the Attorney General tell us about the FIC boss, Kojo Chumbuafu. The AG says he's doing a good job. I'm just asking Kojo. Kojo, please target all these MCEs, DCEs, the chiefs that are in. Follow the cash. You will find out that the cash is coming to them. And once you identify them, immediately pull them out. It's important for all of us Ghanaians. I know this is just an allegation that has been made. If you look at some of the issues that we are hearing, the buffer stock. So you see that most of these people who are involved, and you look at the national service,
are people who are the helm of affairs.
They are not doing it for you, the political parties. They are not doing it. Have you heard any building that anybody, they've taken money and they want to buy a building for a political party?
No.
They are buying buildings for themselves. So you, the political parties who keep on, clamoring for them. No. Most of the criminals who are involved in Galamsey, they use the party just as a cloak. They use them as a cloak just to be able to do the things that they do. So we need to face them. They are criminals. They are environmental criminals. They are people who are causing, they are killing people. How is it that how many people in the central region? For the people of Kwenyaku who have not done any illegal mining, and then the turbidity of the water gets to 98,000.
For them, they
don't get
exactly.
So in the olden days, this is the reason why a war would have been declared. The people of Kwenyaku would have mobilized and would have gone to the eastern region where this Galamsey took place. Who are the people doing it? That criminal element. Most of the people the criminals, they are not the people who are even in the pit. The people in the pits themselves are victims. They themselves are victims.
How are they victims?
They are victims because, you see, they are not the people benefiting from the issues that they're doing. It is these people who come opaquely, who bring all the money and finance it and take all the money out. And how much do they give these people? They might think they are getting more than they would have done today if they were doing farming. Exactly. But at the end of the day, they are the people who are drinking those waters. They are the people who are putting their hands in the
mud,
in the mercury. They are the people who will be dealing with the cyanide and all of that. So we need to be able, and again, so that is why for us at the chamber, one of the solutions that we believe is to be able to do this responsible mining that government wants to do, but do it move it a notch higher, where you are able to actually do some proper prospecting. Make sure that the place you're going to give the small scale miner has enough gold there. You then have done the planning, the mine planning properly. You make sure that the health and safety elements of it. And then you see, another thing, most of the mercury, when they use mercury and processing, they just are able to extract about 50, 60%. They leave a lot of the gold in there. Then make sure that based on the ore body they are doing, the same way the large scale miners would do, the processing plant should be done in such a way that you're able to extract maximum out of it. So if you are able to do it responsibly, you know what is going to happen? There's a lot more money that you are going to give into the hands of the small scale miners. So let's do that. Let's make sure that we can bring some technology in, bring some resources.
Exactly the point you started on.
Exactly.
Yes.
And the interesting thing, so somebody like Sami JMF, for example, gets that. And it's a conversation we're beginning to have with him.
Do you believe in Gold Board? I mean, once you've mentioned
I think that for me, I think the Gold Board has done a great job.
People say they are buying from these illegal mines and encouraging illegal mines.
So I'm not too sure. So the point is that because they have not fixed the issues of traceability.
Yes.
So some of
the point you make again. Yes,
some of it might leak in, but they even for that. Before I know that the Gold Board itself is investing in all of the traceability, but they are beginning to put administrative procedures in place to be able to ensure that. And bear in mind, the Gold Board does not buy itself. So it's the people who buy on their behalf.
And then bring
it to them. They are now getting to the point where they are even asking people to be issuing receipts. But I think that one of the things that the Gold Board needs to do is quickly speed up the process of getting the traceability done. Because now the Gold Board is trying very hard to block a lot of the smuggling. If we did, with the blocking of the smuggling, if they are also able to do traceability, such that illegal gold will not get into the system, you will find out that there will be no demand for those who are doing the illegality. And then we will be able to deal with them. But when we talk about the issues about Gold Board and buying of gold and all of that, and we know that for a fact that the Gold Board is trying to get traceability, we should also start calling countries that are deciding that they will not go with the LBMA certification that says that they are only buying responsible gold. Which were the countries that they talked about that in Ghana, over the 5 years, we had $12.4 billion worth of gold had been smuggled. Which countries are those? We need to start calling out those countries and asking them to also be responsible in the kind of gold that they are also buying, so that together we would also be able to take out all of these criminal elements who are involved in this.
I am excited about the points you make. Let me conclude on the fight against illegal galamsey.
Illegal mining.
Illegal mining.
And we should add illegal and irresponsible mining.
Illegal and irresponsible mining. The final point on the fight, is it politicized?
Oh, it is the elephant in the room. It is the politicization of galamsey that is the reason why we are not going anywhere.
You are quoted to have asked the Attorney General not to focus only on Akonta mining. Not that he should leave Akonta mining.
I said it.
But he should expand his tentacles to include the people in the NDC. Is it politicized?
No, definitely. The reason why we've not been able to deal with it is that the firefighters are the arsonists. There are people in His Excellency's government who are sabotaging him.
Including the MMDAs we talk about.
Exactly. The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources is grinding himself wanting to fight this. There are some people around him that are sabotaging him. There are people currently who are upset with the work that NIMOS is doing. And the sad bit about it is that there is a merger between the NDC criminals and some MPP criminals in the endeavor. Let me again. You see,
I mean, you can explain this. I'm excited about it. A merger between the MPP criminals and
as
NDC.
a social and a physical scientist. If you watch the amount of excavators that have come into the system since the NDC came into have been limited, but there are a lot of excavators that are still working. Who do you think owned those equipment? Most of them, by that time, for the 8 years, it was the MPP, colored criminals who were owning them. Now these people have come and they say it's my government is in power. So you're buying Naba. And they wanting to do that. They don't have the equipment.
And we've seen people who have actually been chairman's sons and so on.
The president himself, the attorney general himself had cause to get some people within the party investigated. There are people within, if you take Professor Frimpong Boateng's report, there are people in the NPP who have been implicated in the endeavor as well. And so, it is, if we don't deal with those people who are within who are politically exposed, who are sabotaging the effort of the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, sabotaging the president himself, we will not be able to deal with the problem. And so that is a major thing that we need to do.
This is a digression. Our cocoa industry and farmers, are we able to, or will we be able to sustain them? What do you foresee in the near future?
So again, it is also another sad bit of it. So you find out that when you take most of the large-scale mines, you find the likes of Gold Fields, Newmont, and all of that. As they are mining, They have endeavors where they are helping cocoa farmers.
In fact, they are doing reclamation first of all. They are supporting the communities.
The cocoa farmers.
And giving them seedlings.
Seedlings and trying to get technologies to improve it.
Yes.
Unfortunately, when it comes to the irresponsible miners, they get into the communities and you see videos of people saying, they just
cutting down trees.
And again, the interesting thing about it is that we have a law that says those economic trees, those cocoa trees, you can't cut them like that. But we are not dealing with them. And unfortunately, we've had, I think recently, I've seen the point being made by some EU ambassadors that are talking about the fact that we stand the risk very much in where now they will be telling us that before our cocoa would come, it might be contaminated. I know for a fact that in Japan, when currently we're exporting to Japan, the test that we have to do before our cocoa goes to Japan is so significant. And so we stand the risk where the cocoa that has really brought us this far, together with the gold, we will sacrifice it on the back of just illegal and irresponsible mining. So it is important that we pay attention to that. And again, let me just make this point. If you take, now gold is way above the $4,000 mark. So if you got an acre of land that has maybe some good amount of gold in there, you might make between $6,000 to $7,000 of gold. Maybe push it to $8,000 of gold. If you take that land and you planted coconuts, after your third year, you would be able to make $4,000 annually on that 1 acre of land. And you will do that for 30 years. Multiply that. But once you do that 1 acre of gold and you get your $8,000,
and you're done with it, that's
done. If you're not careful, your children will go and fall in it and they will die. If you have coconut, if you have pear, avocado pear, you will do about 6,000 on that acre of land. So you see, this is the place that all of us, to you, the media, you need to help us. We need to start educating our people, speaking to the hearts and souls of our people that this thing that you're doing, the level of toxicity in your communities, the children that are being born that are very deformed, the renal diseases that are on the increase. Do you know that there are currently some of these galamsey? And that's the sad, they think that when blood comes, that's where they get the gold. But that's not it. They take live babies, they pound them, sawed it. Sawed it. There is an example of a baby that was killed and buried at the Seshi government hospital last year or a year past. It had to take a pathologist working together with the IGP to get that baby exhumed. I am hoping that that case will be investigated. The allegation is that it is suspected that it's the parents.
Of the kid.
So the issues that we're dealing with, it's so dire. There's a situation where for one of the large-scale mines, these illegal miners went into their pits and they did blasting in there. And because they did not take the precautions that the large-scale mines would do, they killed one of themselves in the blast.
To be able to go ahead.
They did not, it was inadvertently done. They did not know. Because you see, the large-scale miners, before they blast, they have periods where they will give warnings for people to leave. So they will do an hour, they will do 30 minutes, they will do close to the time for everybody to leave. And because there were CCTV cameras, you could capture the footage of that guy being killed by the explosion that they have done themselves. You see, so, and unfortunately, in most of these areas too, there's a lot of drugs. Now they're talking callous. They're talking callous. And so when the people are coming after you, when they are doing the things they're doing, they are not themselves. So if we are not careful, we're brewing something that beyond the issues around the gold and the illegality and the irresponsibility, there's some social problems that we're brewing that the impact on us as a country would be dire.
Let me take a quick break and we'll come back because I'm enjoying the interview. But unfortunately, our time is really running out. And I want to come back and ask you about what's happening here in the office and whether the fight will continue. Now that, of course, you are not with the illegal miners. You are with legal miners, especially the large-scale mines. Are we still going to see the same engineer, Dr. Ken Ashigbe, the same way, the same as we know? that we are chasing him all the time, buzzing your phone all the time, getting you to speak on air. Stick and stay with us. We'll be right back. Right, so you're welcome back.
In the rush of deadlines, in the hum of studio lights, sometimes we forget what matters most.
I share stories every day, but this one carries the weight of every woman that ever fought.
I tell stories every day, but some stories hit closer to home.
My mom beat breast cancer twice. So yeah, this lens, it tells her story too.
Early detection saves life, and silence is no more an option.
To the women who light up our stories with your strength, we honor you.
Breast is good. Let's protect it.
This is not just an event. It's a movement. Every ribbon, every voice, and every step counts.
Every budget, every coin, we back the cause because fighting breast cancer is worth every investment.
To every fighter, every loved one, every survivor, we see you, we walk with you, we stand beside you.
This October, we are not just raising awareness, we are showing up together. Get your pink on, join the fight.
I am therefore inviting you to join us at the AMA Gardens in Accra Central near the Tema Station on the 31st of October 2025, 10 a.m. prompt. Come and let's have our breast screened as you enjoy free general health screening and good music. Let's give hope to breast cancer patients. Get your pink on. Join the fight.
How did you get in? And meanwhile, what are you doing in my house, Osita? What is the meaning of sit down?
Sit down.
Osita, leave my house. Go back to your wife. You better go back to your wife, Osita.
Baby, listen to me. Listen. You know that I cannot stay a day without you. Yes, my wife has turned into something else. She wants to kill me. So don't send me away, please.
Osita, your wife is harmless. Yes, it is you that do not have sense. Yes, you do not have one single sense in your brain. Huh? I have told you, for you to get access to my house, you have to treat your wife right. What is it? And see, what did you do now? I'm talking to you.
Cassandra, there is nothing you will do for that woman to please her. She's a witch. So please, sit down, let us talk. Don't send me away just like that. Sit.
Osita, do not allow me to scream. Osita, please don't let me scream. Leave my house right now.
Cassandra, you want to scream? See. I brought this money for you. Just to prove how much I love you.
Osita,
Baby,
why are you doing this now?
Calm down.
I hope your wife will not come here to come and cause trouble.
Come where? Yeah.
She dares not.
Because I don't like any wahala.
She won't.
Okay, oh.
I don't count.
Osita.
Eh? Let us go inside. Give it to me.